This is Shane, Hurricane Helms, inviting you to watch Rasslin Rage. That's Rasslin, Rasslin, Rage, every Friday night, 8 p.m. on YouTube.com. And if not, what's up with that?
This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Who's going down? This is Rasslin Rage. We'll do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now, Wrestling Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Oh, it's already started.
Right.
It's already started.
Woo, it
All
is time. It is time.
He's riled up already. So, welcome, Rasslin Rage. By the way, it's episode 69, and we have...
How appropriate.
Yes, and we have Weaponized Alex Weir on the show. But we're live for another episode, and guess who's here? As you can see, he's back again. We lost count. I've really lost count how many times you've been here. But thanks for joining me tonight, and
Happy to be here.
welcome back for the 787th time.
All right. I am glad to be back. Little known fact, I was the first ever live host because Cody used to do these Google Hangout things, and I was like, nah, I can't figure that out. So I'll just show up. So it's good to be back on here. As always, here comes my daily social media plug. You can keep track of my career through Facebook on my Weaponized Alex Weir DTA page. You can keep track of Alex Weir 56009 on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to me on YouTube. That's just my name, Alex Weir. Search me up. And also, if you haven't yet, go to ProWrestlingTees.com and get yourself a Weaponized T-shirt. And that brings me to today's special incentive. I said earlier in the week that I had today's special incentive for all the donators. So, to everyone who donates to Rasslin Rage today, your name will be entered into a raffle. The winner of that raffle will be winning a free Weaponized Alex Weir T-shirt, free of charge, sent straight to your house. So, get to donating. Give my boy Cody some moolah.
I'm more happy about that than what it possibly could have been.
It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been, because last time it was chops. And I mean, you didn't. There was no donations involved in the super kick party that you had over here one time.
Yeah, I kicked a dude straight out of the company.
Yeah, right. That was great. All right, so why isn't the chat working in the thing?
The chat's right there.
Yeah, but on the screen there.
You're colorblind.
Well, no. If you look on here, see, there's no chat out
Can
there.
everybody see what everybody's saying in the chat? I think so. I saw Josh Harper and Dave Eels talking.
Yeah, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Give me.
No, I'm not a streamer, man. I'm a
You're not a
wrestler.
streamer,
I'm a host.
man.
I'm a guest.
I'm not a streamer. That's
Guest.
true. I'm a guest. All right, let's see if that works. If not, then
Hooray! The chat is waiting for new messages.
if it doesn't start working, then I don't know what it is, and we'll have to take care of it later. But anyways, so last week we were on location at Port Huron, PKSA. All right, we had guest host Q
Hashtag sweaty nipple pancakes.
and Jacob. If you haven't checked out that episode, you definitely should. It was by far the funnest episode I've had so far. So far. Hey. Oh, I heard his feelings. But yeah, so hashtag sweaty nipple pancakes. So Captain Hawkeye is a friend of mine from, he actually lives in Nevada. He's from Iowa, but he lives in Nevada. He lives in Las Vegas, actually. And
Josh is hurt now, too.
I've known him for a long time, or for a few years now, and I've talked to him about Alex quite a bit, and he pays attention to Alex's social media and all that stuff, and he is very into Alex in a non-homo way. So, yeah, definitely kind of cool. Yeah, so that's cool. Anyways, that was cool. I'm working on fixing up the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. If you go to the YouTube channel, which if you go to r2youtube.com, that takes you to the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. And I'm in the mix of creating playlists and organizing things a little better, like putting all the matches that I've recorded up in a certain one area, any interviews in one area, stuff like that. So, you know, keep an eye out for stuff like that. Definitely good stuff. Your mom says that Q and Jacob were the best ever.
It's all right. I never expect. My mother loves all my friends more than she loves me. I'm pretty sure.
Do you think so?
100%.
Okay, so I want to tell everybody. I put this out on social media earlier today that I'm going to be making a very large T-shirt order. Okay, so I'm going to play this, and then we'll talk about that in a second. So check this out. Rasslin Rage T-shirts are available on ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage. Just click the link in the description to visit our store on Pro Wrestling Tees website. Every shirt is 100% cotton and available in sizes up to 5X. Show your love for Rasslin Rage and get yours today. That's what I'm talking about. So, with that said, instead of going to ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage and ordering a T-shirt, I'm going to place a big order of T-shirts. And what that's going to do is that's going to save you on shipping and the extra upcharge for the bigger size. So if you need like a 2X or a 3X or 4X, 5X, whatever, they charge you a little bit more. So if you want in on this,
he is.
If you want in on this, you need to let me know. And listen, you don't have to pay me up front. You just tell me the size that you want. I'm going to order them, and they're going to come in. And when I give you the shirt, you give me the money. You don't give me the money, you don't get a shirt. It's pretty simple stuff, right? So make sure you reach out to me on social media or what have you, and I will get you on the list. I've already been reached out by a couple people, so definitely do that. There's still limited edition Rasslin Rage T-shirts available on our merch store, which now there should be a link coming up for that too sometime through the stream. But an easy way to get there is to scroll down in the description, click the donation link, and one of the tabs says merch store. You click that, and you can go in there and you can buy a Rasslin Rage coffee mug.
And donate while you're there.
And you can donate and be entered in the contest to win a Weaponized Alex Weir T-shirt. Good stuff, right? All right. So there's that as well. So again, down there, donation link, $1, $5, whatever. Listen, it's not expected, but it's
expected.
But I don't expect it, but it's highly appreciated, and I always thank everybody.
Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. Thank you so much for that. Anyways, if you also scroll down into the description, there are affiliate links for Rasslin Rage to WWE Shop and Highspots.
Aw, thanks, Mom. Love you.
WWE Shop. But listen, you have to click those links. If you don't click those links, Rasslin Rage doesn't get any credit for it whatsoever. So you have to go down to the $5. Joshua Harper.
Josh Harper. Josh Harper is the first name entered in the raffle.
Why didn't the... See, okay, so I'm going to tell you guys, I built a new computer. And
We've had nothing but technical issues since we started.
True. But I bought a new computer, so everything had to been transferred and everything. So some things aren't working correctly at the moment. But with that said, the stream is working so much better. I can tell by looking at the load that's on the CPU right now, and it's doing just fine. So previous computer wasn't so nice. But anyways, I apologize, and I will get to work on fixing those things. But anyways, scroll down there and do that. Also, don't forget, Rasslin Rage has Facebook and Twitter. I haven't really been on checking our...
You want to put your phone on vibrate?
No. Rasslin Rage has Twitter and Facebook. I really haven't been messing around with the Twitter lately because I don't
know why. You can follow Alex Weir on Twitter.
I do follow you on Twitter.
56009. See my raunchy tweets.
I follow you on pretty much every social media thing there is.
Good. And are you entertained? Because all of you can be entertained too if you just follow me on all my social media.
I am entertained. You always are entertaining.
I try. Josh Harper, how drunk are you getting if you're doing a shot for every promo I cut? I saw that post earlier.
Oh boy. Okay, so at Rasslin Rage for both on Twitter and as well as Facebook. Hey, your grandma's here too. What's up, Grandma Pam?
Hi, Grandma. Love you.
What's up? What's happening?
So much
Welcome to the
support.
show. She says good luck. So also, if you haven't already, please go to r2youtube.com and subscribe. Subscribe. And then also, you can go to our website at rasslinrage.com, which I'm in talks with a guy to work on some things.
That's not suspicious at all.
Well, you hooked me up with him.
Oh, oh, good. You should keep talking to him.
Yeah.
He will help you.
Well, I haven't talked to him in a while, but I'm going to talk to him. Now, well, it is what it is. We're not going to do Collector's Corner because I don't have anything and I couldn't afford to buy anything.
I don't have anything either.
Right, yeah. So, well, everybody's...
I could have brought Drew.
Yeah. Is that a collection,
He
though?
could have been my collector's item.
Yeah, well...
You could bring all his pop vinyls. His whole house is like...
Yeah, you know, that's how I met him.
Was pop vinyls?
Yes, I actually...
He's got an unhealthy obsession.
I bought some pop vinyls from him.
That's hilarious because he still has a room full.
Right, I bought
Were they
Bruce...
Star Wars ones?
No.
Oh, okay.
They one was Bruce Lee. I forget what the other ones. There was a couple of them that I bought from him. That Bruce Lee one, man, he should have never sold it. It's worth like $60, $70 now.
Oh, you hear that, Drew?
Yeah.
Never sold it.
He was gonna.
Get home.
Yeah. That's how I met him. But anyways, so I'm gonna ask Alex a couple questions because it's been a while since we've actually like talked to him about his career rather than about everybody else's, right? Okay. So we're gonna ask him a
I
couple.
just usually talk about my career.
Yeah, we don't have to ask him any questions. He just tells everybody. All right. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna because there's two of me. If I turn sideways, anyways. But anyways, it's been it's been a while, so we're gonna ask some questions. All right. So first things first. It's been all over social media. You've been working for Rockstar Pro Wrestling, which is out of Ohio. What city are they actually out of?
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. Big time. That's crazy time down there. Now, are you who owns Rockstar? Go ahead, tell them that.
Rockstar Pro is owned by a man named Chadwick, and also it was just recently announced a few weeks ago that Jake Christ is now a co-owner of Rockstar Pro.
One of OVE.
Yes, so Jake Christ he's got his right hand in there. So him and Chadwick are working nonstop to bring you constant weekly action. We're actually moving to a new venue. We had our last show at the OG Rockstar Pro Arena where the Death Threat Army, me and Tommy Vendetta actually went up against the Dirty, a couple other teams, including the Gymnasty Boys, which they are fun to work with. I did my very first Destroyer that day.
Sweet.
Off the top, to the floor, on a group of people.
Woo!
So we moved to a new location, and we will not actually be debuting at March 1st, because March 1st we were supposed to debut, but we also have Rockstar Pro / Impact that day. So
you're going to be on that show too?
I will be there.
You'll be there, so there's no guarantee.
No guarantee. Fingers crossed.
Okay, gotcha. But you're going to show up, and you're going to have your gear, of course.
Always. And,
all right, good. Yeah.
Doing whatever I can for that show, because I'm there to help Rockstar out, a representative of Rockstar. I don't think Trey Miguel's doing anything that day yet, so I'm gonna try to pull some cards with that.
Now, so it's it's OVE, right? The Chris brothers, Sammy Callahan. So obviously they're
Sammy's here and there. Dave's usually there every week.
Right, so they're in the locker room. Well. I've met Sammy Callahan, but on a fan level, not another one. PKSA Party Huron. He's
added to the donation.
Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Party. Thank you, by the way. What's it like working with those guys? Sammy Callahan, OVE, all of them.
So it's kind of weird. Okay. Because one, TV makes people look a lot taller than they really are. Because not only do I work with OVE, I also work with the Rascals.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Are down there
and they're on Impact too.
Usually see Zach Wentz, and I usually see Trey every week.
Okay.
Working with them it's kind of weird because you start wrestling and you watch these clips of the internet and you see Dave Chris running off a wall doing a cutter, and then you end up in a locker room with Dave Chris and he barely knows your name because you're new, you're wearing sparkly tights, and he's not working with you. He's working with Gavin Quinn that day. And then you work for him not really for him because he's not one of the owners, so Jake is. And like the thing is about Rockstars, I was supposed to be there months before I actually debuted, but due to work schedules, I couldn't. Trey was trying to get me down there forever. But then I finally like worked out with work, so now I'm there all the time. And it's what was really a moment for me was during the speech. Dave Chris gave a speech at the end of the last Rockstar show at the arena, and he actually gave the Death Threat Army a shout out.
Well, that's cool.
Like saying that Rockstar's been a platform for people like the Death Threat Army to take off, and like that, because he looked dead at me, and I was like that was like, oh my god, this guy's
Right.
on TV, and like we are on a first name basis. We went to Waffle House after one of the shows,
Right.
So it's one of those cool things.
Got to go to a Waffle House.
Always. So
They
it's
don't
one of those
have
cool
any in
things,
Michigan,
it's
do
like-
they?
No, only in Ohio. So
Suck.
it's one of those cool things. It's like not really like you're a fan.
Another one, Rebecca.
Oh, there we go.
Big Pippin.
So it's not like you're you're a fan talking to them. They are your coworkers, they're your peers, but they are on a higher level than you. But now you're in that locker room and they treat you like you're an equal. At least Dave is super cool. Jake is really cool. Sammy, I believe Sammy is how you see Sammy on TV is how Sammy is in real life. I'm 100% serious. Sammy is like that, 100%. That rough, that edgy, Sammy Callahan is like that. Is
Right.
He is real life.
Now I had a conversation with a guy, and I'm not gonna say who it is because I don't want, because it was behind the curtain conversation, and I don't want to release that information. But they know they helped Sammy get into the business down there in Ohio, and they had nothing but nice things to say about the guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Like I said, I can get a little intense every once in a while.
Right. Oh yeah.
So it's nice to get somebody with that intensity, but I mean, like, the way he walks, the way he carries himself
Right.
on TV is exactly how he is in the locker room, which
Well-
I find idolizing.
Okay. Well, and when I met him at the Border City wrestling show at the Diamondback Saloon, he was really cool, man. He was so cool. Like, man, I walked up to him and I'm like, man, he had some T-shirts, and he didn't have the right. I wanted this one, but he didn't have my size, and he offered me 2 DVDs from a promotion for half the price, and we just
Was it Revolver?
I think so.
That's his promotion.
Right, yeah. And it was just, and then he sat there and he talked to me like a dude, not like I was an idiot.
Like you can't. Sammy Callahan is Sammy Callahan.
Right, yeah.
You'll see him. He is the same no matter what, and he'll also beat you in the eye with a baseball bat.
Nothing wrong with that, I suppose, because
About to do it again.
made him very popular.
About to do it again with Eddie Edwards March 1st.
Yeah, that's at the Rockstar Pro, right?
Dayton Street fight,
Yeah, I met Eddie Edwards at that show too. He was really cool too.
Pirate.
Yeah, he had a kendo stick that night though. And he was tag teaming with Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So most of the people currently watching know another one, the Lone Wolf, $5. Who's the Lone Wolf?
I don't know, but
I don't know, but hey, how you
you
doing?
might win a T-shirt.
How you doing? Right. Thank you, Lone Wolf. Appreciate that. So, anyways, most people currently watching know, but maybe people that watch later on don't know. You're currently a 3rd-degree black belt in Tung Sudo. Currently, up until March 24th. You're a 2-time Tung Sudo world champion. Two-time. And you just tested for the rank of master in Tung Sudo. First, tell us about that experience. And then, what is it like to be a professional wrestler with a martial arts background?
So, I mean, my martial arts experience is. I'll tell everybody about my martial arts experience because, like, that's truly who I am. I wouldn't be who I was without martial arts. Since I was 9 years old, I've been training.
9.
Just nuts. I was asking students the other day. I was like, "How old are you?" They're like 12. I was like, "Did you know I've been doing martial arts longer than you've been alive?" And they took this shy little kid and gave him confidence, gave him a platform to grow, gave me a chance to travel the world, gave me a chance to really brand myself to become somebody. I mean, martial arts has actually saved a life,
Right?
Because I had to use my martial arts to help my friend who was in a bar incident and spinning hook kicks.
Your dad says get closer to the mic, Alex.
And so I'm trying not to be too close. So like martial arts has always been a big part of my life. Like I said, it's helped me in many situations with confidence.
If I turn them up anymore, we're
striking,
going to get back feed.
And being a professional wrestler with a martial arts background is really cool because there's only a few of us with a legit martial arts background, which would be like me, Aaron Williams, and those are the only guys I know. And MM3.
Oh yeah.
So when so with that having, people like they're like, hey man, you gotta throw kicks, you're throwing all these good kicks and stuff. Like, oh, do you have like they can tell by my footwork, by my kicks that obviously I have a martial arts background.
Right.
And I think it's very cross promotional. Like I shared a post today from our PKSA page. And because I shared that, I had a lot of wrestling fans who are on my Facebook page suddenly like PKSA Port Huron and PKSA St. Clair.
Right.
So being a good representative of both PKSA and pro wrestling, I'm actually in the works right now with something very cross promotional with PKSA and pro wrestling. It's a secret though.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. So it's really cool to have that background and like I said, we were doing a demo today, and I had one of my students know drink wine give me a leg sweep, and I like did a backflip fall on it, landed on my head, and everybody thought he killed me, and it was really fun. So you get that, you get the performance background, you get all that. It's pro wrestling and martial arts are two of the best things you could do in your life.
Right. Rebecca says secrets don't make friends.
Well, this one has to be a secret.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, there we go. So now there's the merch store link thing.
Yes.
Super duper secret squirrel. All right, so that's pretty sweet stuff. Is there something we don't know about you that you can tell us, like because you got super secret stuff going on?
Secrets. I mean, I'm pretty much an open book. That's what a lot of people tell you. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Snapchat, you see my real life. You see, it's one of the things that I don't. Like, people say, you should keep your professional wrestling in your real life. No, man, I'm a pro wrestler. That is my life.
Right.
You follow me on Facebook. What's on my Facebook feed? Where I'm going to be. What I'm going to be doing. That I'm training for pro wrestling. That I'm training for martial arts. This is my life.
Because you're selling yourself all the time, right?
So I don't have anything that, like, people don't really know, except that maybe I have an addiction to almond milk.
I drink almond milk too,
I've
man.
been drinking a lot of almond milk.
Hey, you know what? It's all that sugar that they got.
It's been helping with the muscle. So that's the secret, everybody. It's almond milk.
They have the it's too much sugar in regular milk, man.
Yeah, it's also just awful for your stomach.
Josh asked, "What's your blood type, social security number, and who's your favorite Spice Girl?"
O negative 8675309. And me, I'm my own favorite Spice Girl. Because if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends.
Skyjacker! What's up? How do you milk an almond?
Carefully.
All right. Okay. Moving on. So I asked you this question a long time ago, back when you first come on the show. Before we ask it, how many years now have you been actively wrestling?
3.
3 years now. And you trained for how much? You trained for a while before that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And plus martial arts. But so now you've been in the business for 3 years. You're going outside the state of Michigan. You're doing other things, and you've progressed quite a bit. And it's just like with Rasslin Rage. You can go back to the first episode and you can see the progression. Just like with you, if you go back and look at
Billy Ray Daniels on your first episode.
Yeah, well, yeah. You can go back and you can look at your very, very first match with Marty Jannetty.
Very first match.
Yeah, you're on the wall up there with Marty Jannetty. And then your very first singles match to now, and you could see a very big progression. So I want to ask you, what is some of the best advice you've received in the locker room? And then what's the best advice you can give to somebody coming into the business?
Don't.
So this answer stays the same.
No, I tell that to everybody because, look, being a pro wrestler is hard. Let me tell you why. A lot of people don't know what we really go through because we hide it all the time, we go through. But, I had jobs before this. I worked at other places. Once I start to become successful in pro wrestling is when I take time to do that. With that time, I don't have a job because I'm doing all this work for pro wrestling, but I'm broke. But if I get a job, then if you look at, I put it as a parallel timeline. When I worked at somewhere, and I was working there a lot, my pro wrestling career was very plateaued. It was very stagnant. I didn't work any new places. My work ethic wasn't there. My promos weren't good, because I wasn't improving. Now, I've quit all my jobs, and all I do is wrestle and teach full time, and my promos are better. I'm on the phone every day with new promoters. New
You're always
places to
on the
work.
phone.
Yeah, I'm a millennial, obviously. I'm always talking to new promoters. I'm marketing every day. I'm posting every day. So here is my advice for pro wrestling. Don't, unless this is 100% what you want.
So if you're not gonna go all in, don't even bother.
Don't, because there are a lot of people who are just doing this as a hobby, and you know what? You make me sick.
So it's not a hobby; it's a lifestyle.
It's not. It's a
Yeah, okay.
lifestyle. And yeah,
Gotcha.
I get that not everybody can, but they like to do it. But if you are in a locker room and you try to give me advice when I'm busting my ass day in and day out to try to be the best, and you have not done anything in 10 years, then why are you giving me advice?
Gotcha.
And I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get down to the show, because I've seen the script. I know where we're going, so I won't get too much into that.
Right.
And then take every piece of advice. Dave Christ gave me the best advice about promos. My promos have gotten better because of Dave Christ. Because Dave took me aside and he told me how to really cut a good promo. So, let me give you an example. Where's the camera? Am I staring at the camera?
Yes.
So let me tell you guys a story of a kid with a dream. Now, that kid's dream was to be a professional wrestler. And, you know, he was told every day, every single freaking day, that he was too small, that he was too weak, that he would never achieve this goal, but that it was a dream that he kept in the back of his mind until the very time it came that it could be. When he was invited to train at the Blue Water Championship Wrestling Academy, Alex Weir took no hesitation in signing up and started his journey and started his new life as a pro wrestler, and now is on the rise, and now is a threat, and now is one of the deadliest people in pro wrestling today. And this journey is only getting started. So that was one of the things Dave talked to me about, was that, like, it's just talking. Just talking. Tell a story. Like how you do in matches, you tell a story with your promos. Just talk.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we just got a schooling in a pro. Is anybody counted, by the way?
I don't know. It's going to go a lot.
I know. There's somebody. I can't keep track. I'm trying to run a show here, right? I write, produce, and do all that stuff at the same time. So I can't. But I can try. Who's this? Chris. Hello. How you doing? Hey.
Oh my God. Hey, Chris.
What's up, bro?
That's my best friend. That's Chris Kowalczyk.
What up, bro?
How's it going, Chris?
Bro. All right. So. Whoa. Turn the volume off, dude.
I know it's the Facebook thing. I got mentioned in a comment.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're a dork, Chris.
Oh, you're okay. So we got all that out of the way. Now we're gonna ask. You're pretty good buddies with Jungle Boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, some people probably don't know that. I know your mom and dad do, but you wrestled him in the Rising Star tournament.
I sang to him. I serenaded him.
Yes, you did. I have that on tape, by the way.
Be in my heart.
So.
Just you'll be in my heart.
Oh Lord.
From this day on, now and forevermore.
So you keep in touch with him, and you guys still talk, and you knew that he was signed to AEW kind of before, the
What? No, what are you talking about? I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. But is there anything that you could share with us about him in AEW that won't get you in trouble or him?
First, hello from Los Angeles. That's really cool that you're watching. I like that.
Yeah.
From LA.
Yeah,
Book me. I really want to come out to California. So, like, you have a radio show. I'll come out. I mean, I don't... Dude, to tell you the truth, I don't know anything about Jungle Boy right now. His plan for AEW. I've been talking to him literally about just my career and how he was doing in PWG.
Pro Wrestling Gorilla.
Yeah, Pro Wrestling Gorilla. And because he doesn't really know what he's doing yet. AEW is probably one of the tightest kept secrets in pro wrestling right now. Like, you could get WWE storylines for the next 2 years more than you can get a full card for Double or Nothing.
That's not a bad thing, though.
No, Cody is keeping that stuff very secret.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking to Jungle Boy all the time, and I can't get anything out of him. I mean, I don't want to anyway. He's my friend, and I don't want to use that to my advantage.
No, I get that.
I've had promoters try to do that. They're like, "Oh, so you're close to him? Can you get me his personal contact info?" I'm like, "No, I can't. Like, you go and message him yourself."
Right.
Like, Because like his shoot name. Don't act like you don't. Just go message him yourself. I'm not gonna. And then don't name drop me either.
Right.
Unless I say you can name drop me, don't name drop.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know anything.
Right. Well, that's all I need you to say. Thank you.
Or do I?
Or do I? So now tell the people where they can watch your matches, where they can get a hold of you to book you,
Wow.
and interact with you.
Here we go. YouTube. I don't know. Like, I don't have a cool R2/YouTube thing. But if you just go to youtube.com, you look up Alex Weir Wrestling, you'll definitely find my YouTube channel. Go on there, or just wait and follow Alex Weir or Weaponized Alex Weir DTA on Facebook. Sorry, this Bang is giving me the burps right now. Bang, peach mango, new flavor. Sponsor me, Bang. I'm not a girl with a big booty, so they don't want to sponsor me. I'm just a dude with a big booty. But follow my Weaponized Alex Weir DTA page on Facebook. I'll be posting matches, highlight videos, all that on there. Then you can subscribe. And I'll post like links to my YouTube channel where you can subscribe to that. And then I always post clips on my Instagram. So AlexWeir56009 on Instagram. That's the best place if you want just quick little 1-minute clips, maybe 1-minute promos, good posts and stuff.
So thank you, by the way, Activate. That's cool. Now we're gonna go. I'm done asking you questions, but we're gonna go into indies here.
Okay, cool.
All right. But I'm gonna ask you some questions during that too, obviously, because
Good. I am
because
here
two
to
of the
talk.
shows we're gonna talk about, you're on.
Actually, every show you talk about, I'm on.
Really?
Every show you're about to talk about, I'm on. I read the
Well,
script.
that's cool. So that's definitely a cool thing. Let's see here. Yeah, Activate. I ran into this dude on a group, and we're doing some things. So, anyways, let's check this out here. We're gonna go into indies, and hopefully the transitions are a lot better now because, check it out. Here we go.
Mr. Fitness Slim Trim is the supreme ultimate athlete is here to say tune in Friday nights 8 p.m. on YouTube. Rasslin Rage with Cody. Don't miss it. Twinkie Power.
All right, so that was Mr. Fitness hyping up the show.
Mr. Fitness with the shake weight and the Twinkies.
So, tomorrow, BCWA Outlawed goes down in Wyandotte, Michigan. You can purchase tickets on their website, gobcwa.com. Tickets are $10 online,
Charge
13
it,
at
Rebecca. It's not that hard.
13 at the door.
Just kidding.
Oh, boy. Newly crowned heavyweight champion Justin Maine is scheduled to appear, as well as our boy, Alex Weir. You're on the card against Atlas Hightower to decide the #1 contender for the Alliance title. This is your first time facing Atlas in a singles title.
Yes. This is the first time it will be me and Atlas going one-on-one. And I want to talk about this for a second because it's not just this match happened. It was announced, and then something happened because of this match. And it definitely got my brain. And this segues into the next show because I'm the next bit because, I mean, I can just talk about this forever. But so I cut promos because all the time I want to talk about where I'm going to be at and what I'm going to do to my opponents, just to let them know. And a lot of times I'm always the first to fire. Actually, no, every time I'm the first to fire in the match or in the promo war. And then they reply usually, and I usually don't respond. But this time, I was going to respond to Atlas's promo because he definitely plucked a string with me. Like I said, I plucked with him.
Hello, Craig.
And that was the use when he said these young guys, and then he used the word and he called me rookie.
Oh, no.
Now let's talk about that for a second. And that's what really strikes a chord with Weaponized Alex Weir. I've only been doing this 3 years. Right. Now, in those 3 years, I have done things that people who call me rookie can only dream of doing. I've been down to Dayton. I travel every week to Dayton. On my own gas, in my own car, I'm driving down to Dayton. Once a month, I'm in Toronto. traveling up there, winning matches in Toronto in my debut of their main show. I'm undefeated at Super Kicked right now.
Woo! That's a pretty good.
So when you
organization.
call me rookie, people like Atlas Hightower, let me explain something to you, kid, because let me reverse the roles. I don't care that you've been doing this longer. I don't care how long you've been doing it. I don't care if you've been doing this 15 years. I don't care if you've been doing it 3 years. Do not ever call me rookie, because I'm going to show you exactly why I'm not. Because nobody has the experience I do. Nobody has the 14 years of martial arts experience. Nobody has the credentials I do, a 2-time international Tong Judo world champion. Atlas, do you have that? No, you don't. You don't have that, Atlas. Now, there are veterans in this business I respect, like Nate Matson, like Aaron O'Ryan, who took me under his wing. But the veterans who haven't done anything, who treat these young guys who are only in their 3 years, they don't look at their careers, they look at how long they've been in, and they judge us off of that. Cyrus Satine has only been in this for 3 years, and yet he's main eventing shows run by Evolve.
Yep.
I've only been doing this 3 years, and I'm in Toronto, I'm in Dayton, I'm in Rockstar. You know, Tommy Vendetta has been doing this less than a year, and he's in Toronto. He's on Rockstar. He's making waves. He's the future of wrestling, not even me. But I'm rolling with these guys. So you want to call me a rookie, Atlas? We're going to put what you say to the test tomorrow, Hightower. Because you don't have it. You know, you posted something on Instagram today, Atlas. You posted, oh, I got 2 matches coming up. Did you know that in those 2 matches, in between those 2 matches, I have 3? I have 3 shows I'm going to be at between your 2 matches. So call me rookie one more frickin' time. Woo!
Good thing you didn't have to put $1 in there.
It was almost there.
So, yeah, safe to say that Atlas Hightower's been put on notice. Now, this Sunday, XICW holds Proving Ground Season 6, Episode 2. The vets have picked their rookies. It's go time. I checked today. There was only 1 front row ticket left, and the rest were general admission. So, and that was earlier today, so I don't know how many are left now. It's one of the best shows around, if you ask me. Get your tickets. Well, you can. Oh, you just called you a rookie.
God dang it.
So get your tickets while you can. The Rangers
We'll
and I
talk
will,
about this at family dinner.
the Rangers and I will be heading down there Sunday, and this time joining us will be Mr. Weir.
My father.
That's correct. Now, it's going to be a good time. We're going to be in the VIP suite. Now, oh, by the way, everybody give a big shout out to Hop Along Danny Beals. He broke his leg, so everybody make sure you throw some, get well wishes
Milk
to
at
that
him.
guy.
He apparently needs more calcium.
Yeah. There you go.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
Yeah. Now, guess what? Alex, you're on that show too.
Yeah, and this may confuse people because me and MM3, we just had our huge fight in Port Huron, but we sat down over a drink. We talked about our
You
dispute.
talked it out?
We're better now. Because
Did you hug it out?
God, this isn't a Facebook comment war.
Yeah.
We will actually be teaming up against Isaiah Bronner and DBA tomorrow. I want to talk about this again. DBA, I don't know when you're going to get the idea that me and your son are the future of XICW. Me and MM3, the Kira clan, we run the show now, all right? I don't need an XICW lightweight title, even though it's rightfully mine. I don't need that around my waist to tell you I'm the deadliest lightweight in that promotion. You know what I need? I need my victories over you, DBA. I need when I pin you Sunday. And you know what, Bronner? I'm not even worried about you, man. The last time you tried to spear me, how'd my knee taste in your mouth? Because that's all you got. Bronner, you can't lay a hit on me. We fought at the beginning of the match, and you didn't even get 1 punch. You didn't even get 2 punches on me, Bronner. So, this Sunday I'm not worried about, because the Kira clan, me and MM3 are going to go to work. And I am going to burn it all to ashes. All of it.
All of it?
All of it.
Okay. All right. So, all right. All of it's getting burned to ashes on Sunday. Going to be a good time. So, if you see us down there, you know us or whatever, maybe if you don't even know us, come over there and say hi. Hello. How you doing? Introduce yourself. I've met a couple people that way. It's going to be a good time. On March 2nd, Metro Pro Wrestling presents Fan Frenzy in Southgate, Michigan. Tickets are only $12 for adults and $6 for kids. Juntai will be taking on Orlando Christopher, who you've faced off against recently,
That was
too.
my debut at BCWA.
Yeah.
Orlando Christopher. You can check that out.
And fans get to vote for who they want to face Gavin Quinn for the main event, which will be for the Metro Pro Wrestling
Thank you, Jungle Boy, for saying I have an angel voice. when I
Heavyweight
serenaded
champion.
you.
Jack Perry just gave me an exclusive opinion on Alex Saturday. He had an angel voice. I have the net. Oh, geez. Okay. Moving on. March 3rd.
Well, hey. I know I'm a millennial on my phone, but I'm going to be at Metro Pro.
You are?
You didn't know? Yes.
I didn't know you were at Metro Pro.
March 2nd, I will actually be taking on Alex Jordan.
Is he from Ohio?
He's from Ohio.
That's
he
right.
was my former tag partner.
That's
at
what I
Northwest
thought.
Ohio Wrestling.
At where?
Northwest Ohio.
That's
Wrestling.
NOW. That's where you were the cruiserweight title at one time, correct?
Yeah, and whatever. But Alex Jordan, I thought that one day you would teach me the ropes because you seemed to be doing it longer when I first arrived at NOW. But it seemed like as you stayed there, I progressed everywhere else, and I took you under my wing.
I thought I turned
But
this
now
down.
it's time to show you why that happened, Alex. It's time to show you why I've traveled everywhere. Because, Alex, I love you, kid, but I'm going to have to kill you.
Oh, wow. There were some strong words, dude. You gonna kill people?
I kick people in the head pretty hard. So
I don't know why. I turned everything down, and it just keeps going and going.
because you're bad with technology.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. You don't know how to stream, but whatever.
Do you know how to stream? You said you've been having technical difficulties.
I
all
do
day.
know how to stream. Thank you, sir.
March 3rd. You read the script.
Oh, all right. I see how you are. All right, March 3rd, Blue Water Championship Wrestling presents Live Pro Wrestling. No name, that's it. Just Live Pro Wrestling.
It's in your
Featuring
face. It's always in your face.
WWE legend Gilbert.
I'm going to slam Gilbert through a table.
Anyways.
Hey, that's Mr. Weir's favorite wrestler. It's true. It's his favorite wrestler.
I thought Triple H was his favorite wrestler.
I mean, Triple H, yes, but Gilbert's a close second.
Really?
Oh, definitely.
Well,
Mr. Weir's going to hold the sparkler.
yeah, well, go ahead. I won't be there. You can get your tickets at PKSA Port Huron, St. Clair, and at the venue, American Legion Post 8 in downtown Port Huron. Alex, you're on this show too.
Yeah.
You're teaming up with
amazing.
your fellow DTA member Jody Threat in a mixed tag mixed tag against 5MW Cody and Shauna Reed. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen Cody and Shauna take on Death Threat Army members, right?
Mm-mm.
It was Aaron and Jody last time, correct?
Correct.
So is there like, I get this, there's a buildup happening here where there's something going on between you guys.
Listen, it's the same old story. Out with the old, in with the new.
So you're the new, they're the old?
We are the new. We're the new, and we're the best. From the moment we arrived at Blue Water Championship Wrestling, when I brought the Death Threat Army there, because I needed them. I needed them to come in, and I needed to show Port Huron what we were capable of. We've dominated there, and we've been one of their mainstays, one of their favorite people. You hear the crowd. They're chanting our initials when any one of us are in the match. And when me and my big sister, Jody Threat, are going to take on Cody Hawk and Shauna Reed. And, I've been wanting to wrestle Cody Hawk for a while. I'm not going to lie. I've been wanting this for
Well,
a
there
long
was a
time.
little bit back and forth when he was the cruiserweight title.
It's true.
Because I even have a sign.
And
I made a sign.
He dodged me. Well, now he can't. So now we're going to step in the ring together.
And now
And
he can't.
It's definitely going to be a battle of old versus new. I'm a poster child of new school wrestling.
Q says Triple H sucks, by the way.
And I wrestle these old school vets. Like I wrestled Nate Matson and earned his respect. And now it's time to wrestle Cody Hawk and show him why that DTA is the future of pro wrestling and we're the best faction.
The best faction.
So they can try to cheat and they can try to do whatever they do to win their matches because I don't really care. I don't really buy into their gimmick. I don't buy into what they can do because honestly, it's either Sean or it's either Cody. I never see Edible Michael Barnes there. He comes out with his little jeans and backwards hat. I don't ever see him as a threat. He hasn't stepped in the ring with me since he lost to me in my very first match.
Right.
Because he couldn't break up the pin because I was holding him down. Same thing with Sean Casey. Sean Casey hasn't touched me since I beat I have a win over 5MW in my very first pro wrestling match. So if I could beat them back then, it's not going to be any different next Sunday.
Did you hear that, folks? 5MW is going down, and hey, I can't say that I don't mind it. I used to be a 5MW guy. You know that?
Throw you out.
Well,
And
or
that's not a promise.
that's a death threat.
It's a death threat. It's a death threat. It was coming. It was coming.
Okay, I was just making sure. It was like dramatic.
Talking to promoters.
Dramatic pause. That's what it was? Dramatic
You
pause.
gotta fill you with antisso.
Right. So March 16th, UCW has an event at the Hall of Brawl.
Oh, I'm not gonna be at this one.
Not that one.
I'm not gonna be at this one.
All right. Doors
Not
open
this-
at doors open at 6 with the event starting at 7. Ticket prices are available on their website, ultimatechampionwrestling.com. $10. Get your tickets. Tickets are also went on sale last week for Legends of Wrestling show, or a couple weeks ago now. April 20th in Fraser, Michigan, with Bret Hart and Ric Flair will be there, and there will be a show and all kinds of good stuff. So if you want tickets, go to lowdetroit.com for more information. That's all we have this week for the Indies. We're going to talk about wrestling news, and we call all the rage. And I'm going to pick your brain a little bit with some of this stuff as we go along as best as I possibly can.
Sounds good.
All right. So when we come back, it is time
I don't
for
know, Joey. I won't be there.
all the rage. Awesome. All right. So somebody says, Alex, what a beast in the chat there.
Who's that?
Something Moon. I can't read that.
Oh, well, thank you, whoever you are.
Yeah, thank you.
Donate, and you get entered in a raffle to win.
Oh, yeah. By the way, don't forget, you donate, you're entered into a raffle. Doesn't matter the donation amount, you're going to put into a raffle for
4 donators so far.
yeah, for a weaponized Alex Weir, ProWrestlingTees.com/Alex, or weaponized Alex Weir, right?
Yes.
So, you know, you're going to be entered in for one of those. And if you don't win, you can always go to ProWrestlingTees.com/weaponized Alex Weir, or you can always just go to ProWrestlingTees.com and search weaponized Alex Weir, and you will find that. And while you're there, you can search Rasslin Rage, and you can get a t-shirt.
I guess.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so all the rage.
Why are you like kissing the mic? You're like,
My mic's right here.
Oh.
All right.
You get the cool mic.
Well, this does what that does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So does that mean I can kiss those things?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
But that's not how I sound. But anyways, WWE and Alpha Group have announced a partnership giving Alpha Group licensing rights to produce oversized inflatable toys.
Oh, boy.
Alex, you have to get to WWE now because the Dojang needs an inflatable weaponized Alex Weir.
That would be so cute that they would keep my nickname there. Probably. Oh, no, I was warned by Sawyer Fulton. If you don't know, Sawyer Fulton
Yep,
was a
NXT.
former member of Sanity, but now he works at Rockstar. So I like to dance a lot. And I was dancing in the locker room, and he said, "Hey, Alex, here's a piece of advice for you. Don't ever let Vince McMahon catch you dancing. Because if he does, dancing is your new gimmick."
Oh, no. Thank you, by the way.
100%.
Yeah, so unfortunately, they haven't announced large inflatables like that.
Oh, that'd be cute.
But they're going to do props that have been used in matches, baseball bats,
Sledgehammers.
stuff. Yes, exactly. And similar things like that. They're also going to be releasing inflatable muscles and hands that are
I
supposed
need those. Just kidding, I
So-
don't.
But there's a lot of possibilities there, and so I expect there to be more. There's huge news for WWE and a big score, if you ask me. WWE has officially acquired War Games concept and trademark. Believe it or not, they didn't have it, even though they had bought
They were
WCW.
still using it.
Right, they bought WCW, and then when they bought WCW, the trademark and rights had worn out. They never redid it, and they just started using it. Well, Major League Wrestling bought the trademark, MLW.
Oh, that's cute.
And they were doing war games. And so they struck a deal with MLW. I would be really interested to know what that deal was. You know, like how much money was, or maybe some talent,
Hey,
or
more than me and you will ever see.
oh, definitely, that's for sure. Well, maybe me, but not you.
Trying, Hey, bud, I'm here.
You're a lot younger than I am. You got time.
HHH, I'm here.
Okay, so listen, we're gonna get a little. None other than AEW's Jungle, who is immediately a fan himself of Weaponized. Well, tell him to get in the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God, Jungle Boy, you're my best friend now.
Tell him to get in here. If you guys don't know, I interviewed Jungle Boy. He's a cool guy.
Really cool guy.
Yeah. So
he texts my mom more than he talks to me. My mom is like seriously more friends with my friends than I am with my friends. She texts my friends more than I do.
Well.
I'll be like, "Hey man, what's up?" My mom will be like, "Hey, what's up? How was your day? Do you want a casserole for dinner?"
anyways,
She's
so,
a very loving person. I
Right.
mean, like that's no flaw. I
Right.
wish I loved as much as my mother does.
okay, so I'm not a big fan of things like this, right? I don't like to talk about it usually.
Look, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I get it. Okay, cool. He had a family, he had a wife. But man, Carmella said, "Hey, let's hang out."
Okay, so here's my thing.
And the dude was on TV the night of the release.
So what happened here
Chris,
is
you're cooler than me too. So is your daughter.
Corey Graves' his wife put out a big Instagram post about him cheating on her
Very
and
unprofessional, by the way.
Carmella.
She's in the wrong.
All this other
I'm
garbage,
gonna catch a
right?
lot of heat for
So
that. I'm
there was a lot of heat thrown at Corey Graves. Well, then a couple days later, it came out that him and his wife have been going through a divorce for at least 6 months now. And
Oh, okay.
Right.
You know what?
but hold on, they're not officially divorced yet. And that weekend, he told her that he was in a relationship with somebody else, right? Why you even need to tell her that?
Because he's a good man, he doesn't lie.
Dude, come on.
I wouldn't lie about that. Me and Carmella
I
were
would
in a
just, there's some
relationship.
things you just don't talk about it,
What?
right? Look, okay, so
Lick?
listen,
He probably did.
listen, all right? So you have a girlfriend and you break up, right? And now it's like you're a week out and you're kind of seeing somebody and you run into them in Walmart, right? Because
Look,
you
I had
like
a
to shop at
girlfriend
Walmart.
I had a girlfriend who left me and had a boyfriend the next month.
Okay, I get
And then
that.
brought him to a fundraiser. Okay, so I mean, I'm fine. I was fine.
No, you weren't.
I was
No,
fine.
you weren't.
I was fine that day.
No, you weren't. You're lying.
So like,
You're
I don't
lying.
know.
I was
didn't,
there.
I didn't make an Instagram post saying how what of a bad person they were.
No, but your
'Cause
actions.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
Oh yeah.
Corey Graves' wife is not a professional.
Your
Corey-
actions speak louder
here we
than
go.
your words.
You know, if it was truly
let's
bad,
go.
If it was truly bad, they would have taken Corey Graves off TV that night, and they would have taken Carmella off. TV. But did they?
No, because it doesn't.
Because Vince
paint
McMahon
WWE
is probably one of
either.
the most evil men in the world.
Well, if
remember
that's
that
the
he put
case-
a real life affair as a storyline on TV.
True.
Hashtag Matt Hardy and Lita.
But it also says, well, what about the USO that got arrested in Detroit?
Gets in fight with a cop
And
gets
then wins
arrested,
tag
wins
title.
the title.
Okay.
Well, they beat the team. That's how it happens when you are better than the other team.
Oh,
you beat
my
them,
Lord.
You win
Anyways.
the title.
So I don't necessarily agree with everything that went down. I don't think it was right of his wife to put it on Instagram either. But
It's just,
there's a reason.
a lot wrong with that.
Yeah, it's just, keep that stuff private.
There's a lot wrong with
However, I will say this. If Corey Graves wanted to keep everything on the down low and private, he should have never ever said anything to his
Look,
ex-wife.
they'll get past it in 6 months. Like,
Oh, yeah.
she'll
Yeah,
get
she's
over
gonna
it.
get a bunch of money.
Yeah, she's gonna use him for money, which is what she did. That was the whole purpose of her releasing the Instagram. So it had nothing to do with personal. That's what I think is the most evilest thing. Because when people do this with celebrities, they're not looking for vengeance for their love. Because if they truly was about love, she would have kept it private between him and Corey. But she did it publicly so that she could get money. And that's the thing. I mean, like when relationships like this die, it takes about 6 months, and then you're past it. You're moved on. You're ready to do whatever you want. But like this, like now it's gonna go so long, and it's gonna be dragged out because she's gonna want money, all right?
Yeah.
And he's just gonna have to pay it,
Well,
and like
duh.
he'll still make a lot of money, and he's now got Carmella's bank account, so.
You should learn from Miguel Cabrera, who had a mistress and now has to pay her like $2 million a month or
Learn
something.
from Alexander Hamilton.
That guy.
Alexander Hamilton had a mistress that he had to pay her husband, Mr. Reynolds,
Not a good time.
money.
Good
so
night.
He could keep quiet.
Grandma Pam, good night. I think your grandma's going to bed.
Oh, good night, Grandma. Love you.
All right. So since the announcement of AEW, and this is where I really want to pick your brain. There's been all sorts of rumors and speculations about who's going to go where, this, that, and the other thing. You know,
I was waiting on my call.
we had the first press conference. They announced Jericho and Pac and a few other guys. You know, right. And then the big question was, where's Kenny Omega going to go?
The fact that you ever thought Kenny Omega was going to go to the E over AEW is stupid.
I never thought he was going to
They
go
would
to E.
never start a promotion Jackson said on Twitter. They would never going to do this without him.
Well, yeah, and I agree with that. But you know, WWE did make an offer, and he did, you know, meet with them and everything. But recently, Ty Dillinger and Hideo Itami have asked for the release, and it has today it came out. It was official. They've been released.
As TJ Perkins.
Yep, as well as TJP.
I'll be waiting, TJ.
Reports also came out that Ambrose is leaving, right? Right. So that's going to lead into some questions here. Okay, so of course this all leads to speculation because you know how everything, if it's on Facebook or on the internet, it happened.
Oh yeah,
right?
memes are the truth.
Right. Okay. So everybody and their mother thinks that Ambrose and all these guys are going to go to AEW, which I don't necessarily think so. But Alex, do you believe that Ambrose is leaving WWE?
When has it ever been announced that a superstar was not re-signing their contract?
Once.
And who was that?
Kevin Nash or Scott
Did
Hall.
he
once.
leave?
Yes.
Where'd he go?
WCW. Anyways,
No, Dean Ambrose is not leaving the WWE.
Right.
Let's talk about it. Like they're not going to do that. And if he is, it's because of his. It's going to be because of his attitude. You know, a lot of people. One of the things I don't like is there's a lot of people who tell you that the WWE is hell and that like you don't want to work there because of this, that, and the other thing. But it's like, hey man, that's a lot of our dreams.
bro,
And
yeah.
you may not like it, but don't bash it.
It's the NFL. It's the NBA of wrestling, you know?
So, if Dean leaves, that's on his own accord. And like I told TJ, I'll be waiting. But if he stays, I mean, it's going to make no difference. Honestly, it may just be publicity. But
Later, Craig.
you never
Thanks
know.
for watching.
We never know.
Right.
You know, we'll know when we know. And when you know, we know.
Okay, so now, say he doesn't. Let's say he does leave. I don't think he's going to end up in AEW.
No,
I personally
no, I
think he's
don't.
going to Japan.
I
That-
don't think it. I think he'll retire.
You think so? You think he's going to be done?
He'll retire. He'll be done. He might do another year like Adam Rose did, and then he will retire and just have a family. He's done a lot of crazy stuff in his day, and it's time for him to. If he leaves, he'll step down.
Okay, so Ty Dillinger, do you think he ends up in AEW?
I think he'll retire too.
Really?
Yeah,
You think so?
I don't see Ty Dillinger doing the indies. Maybe doing a few. How do I reach my stand goal while sitting? I don't see him doing a lot of indie shows. I don't see him. I think he'll be done. Maybe do a couple appearances, but he'll be done.
Okay, and then that would obviously leave into Hideo Itami, which
He'll go back to Japan,
going back to Japan.
and
so-
TJP will go back to Japan. TJ Perkins
yeah,
will sign with AEW.
yeah.
I think he will return to the indies, do a huge and I only hope to one day step in the ring with him.
There you go. Now, so then that leads into the it was either Instagram or Twitter for Matt Hardy that he's only has 11 days on his contract left with WWE. So my mind is blown right now that, okay, so first of all, we've had, what, three or four guys we know is leaving WWE, like for sure leaving WWE, and then we find out Matt Hardy's contract is...
Matt Hardy's been checked out for a while, and he wants to retire. And that's it. He's going to retire. He 100% is going to retire.
Well, he did say...
Hey, Amanda, thank you for coming to all the shows and being a supporter of the Weaponized. Much appreciated. Even though you wear a ridiculoso shirt sometimes. But still appreciate this.
Hello, Amanda. How you doing? Thanks for joining us today. So there's your shout out, kiddo. All right, so good stuff. I don't think that Matt Hardy's going to retire.
I think he is. I think he's
Okay,
done.
whatever.
I think
All right, so big news. It's that time of the year. WrestleMania is around the corner, right? WrestleMania.
No, my jacket's around the corner.
Oh, whatever. WrestleMania is coming up.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
what does that mean? That means that the Hall of Fame inductions are coming, right?
Yes.
So WWE recently announced that they'll be inducting the faction DX.
I'm not happy about this. There's reasons I'm not happy about it.
Okay, well, you get to talk about it in a second. There's three things to take away that I took away from them announcing. All right, one, they're not including Rick Rude.
Yet.
Okay, well, so far. Okay, which if they include Rick Rude, he would also be a 2-time Hall of Fame member. Okay, now 2, they are including China. Okay, yes, China is finally going into the Hall of Fame. But it's with a faction and not as her singles through her singles career, right? Which I believe, and I'm sure you do too, she should be inducted for her singles career because she has done what no other woman has. You know, she's won the Intercontinental title twice, and beat a dude for it, right? And I believe she is the only woman ever to enter the Royal Rumble twice.
Twice. Got to put that up twice.
So, anyways, that's pretty sweet. Now, it's a step in the right direction, but I won't be happy until they induct her.
And that's the problem. It's WWE did a cop out.
Right, and it's exactly, and I agree.
They knew that that people wanted China in the Hall of Fame, and they did it for personal reasons, which is completely stupid. That they didn't want to put China in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And the fact that they were like, okay, we'll put DX including China, that's bullshit. She deserves I know, Allen the swear, but it is. She deserves. Somebody as historic as her. They'll put freaking Sasha Banks in the Hall of Fame
ANWO
alone,
right,
before they put China, and that to me is the bullshit.
Yeah, there's $2 now.
I don't care because it is actually it's sickening to me.
Right. Well,
it's sickening.
and I agree. So now she should definitely go in for her singles career. And like you said, she's done things that nobody else has. But so with that, put her in as DX, and then she should be the first woman to be inducted into the Hall of Fame twice. Right?
Correct.
Twice won the Intercontinental title. Twice entered the Royal Rumble. Twice in the Hall of Fame. It just makes sense. Okay? Now, with that said, and again, there's only one person that's been in the Hall of Fame, that's in the Hall of Fame, WWE Hall of Fame, twice. And that is Ric Flair, once for a singles competitor and the second time for the Four Horsemen. Now,
Thanks, Danny.
Now, Shawn Michaels, if they don't include Rick Rude, Shawn Michaels will be the second person in the history of WWE's Hall of Fame to be inducted twice. Once as a singles competitor for him and twice as DX faction. With that said, is it possible for Triple H to go in multiple times now too?
It's kind of like how Thomas Jefferson made the runner-up not the vice president anymore. Once he's in charge, he can put himself in there twice, which I think he might do.
Yeah, well, because he's got Evolution, right?
Evolution is a mystery.
Yeah, Evolution, and I don't see Triple H going in for a singles career though. You know, but yeah, so that's pretty great. But
They put Booker T in for his singles career. They're gonna put Triple H in for his singles career.
So here we go. What I think is interesting, and a lot of people might know, a lot of people do know this, but some people might not. But Shawn Michaels will be the second person to be inducted twice, right?
And that's cute because Shawn Michaels retired Ric Flair.
Who
is the first person?
Right, and it was the day after he retired. He retired Ric Flair the day after Ric Flair was inducted the first time.
Means, well, I mean, Sean's pretty much done. He's retired.
He's
bald now.
Well, he came out of retirement for what, $2 million? You know,
a lot of money.
Right, but that's pretty cool stuff. I again, like you said though, I'm right with you on the whole thing with China. She
Bullshit.
$3. All right.
Danny says he's gonna have 5 to cover me, so I got 2 more. I got 2 more in me. Let's see if we can get XICW Alex to talk.
Oh boy, that should be a good one. All right, so now with the Hall of Fame comes the rumors, right? And rumors are circulating that the Honky Tonk Man will also be inducted along with Taz.
You know, there's also a rumor that Chris Benoit will be inducted this year.
I don't see that happening. That's a big rumor. Nice try. Anyways,
He's a family man.
bad joke. All right. Produced Billy Gunn. Yeah, AEW. He's going in too. All right, so Chris Hemsworth, however you say, is going to play Hulk Hogan in Netflix on a Netflix biopic. Not sure how I feel about this yet.
Why?
I'm not.
Why?
Chris Hemsworth.
Who cares?
Hulk
It's
Hogan.
a dude.
Okay, so I can understand you feeling that way
I don't know
because
why
you
they're-
didn't grow up with Hulk Hogan.
I don't know why they're doing. I grew up with Paige. I didn't complain when they cast another girl as Paige.
Different.
How is it different?
Because she's not iconic like Hulk Hogan.
Whoa. Paige is pretty iconic. She made the NXT title very famous.
Oh, no. Woo. All right, so moving on.
And the movie's gonna be stupid. I don't care about the career of Hulk Hogan. What? It's gonna be like, yeah, I refuse to work with anybody. I refuse to put anybody over except for my buddy, the Ultimate Warrior, and then I said the N-word and got kicked out. Did you check out my daughter's rack? That's gonna be the movie.
Oh, my Lord.
You know who they should make a movie about?
Who?
Weaponized Alex Weir.
I knew it. I right into it.
Do you know who I'd hire as the person to play me?
Who?
Drew Jacobs.
Oh, no.
Actually, Justin Maine, so he'd have to play me in a movie.
That's funny. Did you see that he's going to be in a it's like a lingerie place thing? Lovers Lane or something like that commercial?
I don't like the picture. I watched him take the picture with that BCWA title, and that was enough for me.
Oh, you were there, huh?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh,
I didn't take the picture. I was in the corner going, "What the hell is this?"
What is going on here? All right, so this is, I don't know what to think about this one. Today, the news broke that Arn Anderson, who is in the Hall of Fame,
going to AEW.
he has been released.
going to AEW, guys.
He's been released from WWE. There's nothing as to why. There's nothing. It's
It's obviously to work for Darcy.
yeah,
That's it.
right.
That's it. Just to work for Darcy.
He's worked as a backstage producer for many, many years now, so I don't know, and I wonder what caused this. Is he done? Is he finally retiring and saying, I'm done?
Maybe. Like, dude, this dude's been wrestling longer than you've been alive.
This is
He's
true.
been a part of wrestling. Like, there comes a time where it's the time to say goodbye.
Which
Say
we're almost
goodbye.
there. We're almost there.
You and I teach them how to say goodbye, You and I, one last time. Sorry, I've been listening to a lot of Hamilton recently.
I see that.
So it's been going.
Okay.
I'm singing today.
Right.
Maybe you can book me to sing, and I'll be just like my roommate.
I don't know about all that. He's got way more followers than you do.
I know.
I'm sure he
keeps
does. He
telling me.
remind you about that?
He once said to me that he's more famous than Luke Perry.
Oh!
Because he has more Facebook likes. And I looked at him and said, okay. I got a text at 2 a.m. going, Luke Perry's more famous than me. He was referenced in The Office. And I was like, no shit, Sherlock.
Not $4!
Like, are you kidding me? It's 9 o'clock. The kids are to bed.
Doesn't matter. That's the rules.
It was just really funny. And I was like, sure, bud. Sure.
Well, that's the end of all the rage, and now we're going into the section of the show that we call Legit Wrestling Questions, where you can ask me or him or both of us a question, but it has to be wrestling related. By the way, where is DRC?
He's just unavailable right now. I don't know. He's just not in the chat. We were talking. I'm now a assistant trainer at the Blue Water Championship Wrestling Academy. So that got talked about today. That's a big announcement. I finally have a big announcement to announce. I'm an assistant trainer now. So if you want to be a pro wrestler, you know where to go.
Right there. All right. Legit wrestling questions. When we come back, get them ready. There we go. So first question right out of the bat is, who are you wrestling at XICW? He is in a tag match with him and MM3 are buddies now. They're all good. They hugged it out. And he is going against DBA and who?
Isaiah Bronner.
Bronner. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
So Gear Clan versus the old man and his little dog.
Yeah. Let's see here. Whose face have you liked kneeing the most? Have you kneed Drew Jacobs?
No.
Ah!
MM3's was fun, too.
Hey, by the way, did you hear him talking smack today?
Oh, yeah, he wants to fight. It'll be Weaponized Alex Weir versus Drew DYD Jacobs one day in the steel cage.
Is it for, like, the last song
I
of the
don't
night
know.
on the next concert at the McMorran?
Maybe. But, no, the person whose knee is probably MM3's, because that knee just needed to happen. There was a lot of knees to the face in that one. Or Cyrus Satine. I love kneeing people in the face.
Alex, your favorite match to date?
My favorite
match to date.
The one with me and MM3 is up there. From Blue
Which
Water.
one?
From Blue Water
Blue Water,
Championship
this
Wrestling.
last one?
That last one. With the emotion we had in the arena. With the
Right,
emotion,
yeah.
the story we had. Definitely one of my favorites. The six-way I just had at Super Kicked was probably one of my favorite multi-man matches I've been a part
That
of.
sounded dirty.
Shut up. Nate Matson, definitely one of my favorite matches. Because he brought me to a new level that I didn't know I could do. Cyrus Satine waits till now to chime in the chat. He's probably one of my favorite matches.
He said you're the assistant. What?
Yeah, maybe come home and teach me a lesson, bud.
Ooh. All right, let's see here. DRC's
Hey, Cyrus. They can't show your comment right now because you swore, but I sat my ass down.
Let's see here. The monkey would know his name. Okay, so what's the difference between a 500-pound wrestling monkey and weaponized? Probably about like 300 pounds or so.
Yeah, like it's about 315 pounds.
Let's see. Let's see here. Cyrus is here. Yay!
Cyrus knows when to pick his fights.
I've been watching on Facebook.
My mom and Cyrus are getting into it. So
Shots
let me go to the question. Let me ignore this fight in the chat because we are professionals here, people. Wow, Mom, come on, calm down.
It's okay.
Why haven't I had a light heavyweight championship rematch? That's the question I want to address.
There you go.
Because that is the thing. I don't know. Ask AT Huck, the man who stripped that away from me. Because
yeah, it was who did it too.
Let me tell you about some stuff. Because look, I know in XICW, I'm not a good guy. I've done some bad things there. I know what I am there. But the fans support me. The fans want... When I was in the ring with Giassi at the last XICW show in Fraser, they didn't cheer for him. They cheered for me. Even though I didn't care for them, I didn't care what they said, they cheered for me. No matter where I go, I have support on my back. I have the Kier Clan. I have the Death Threat Army. I have my best friends. My best friends are always supporting me, coming to shows. I've got the Rasslin Rage people coming to shows. I've got my best friend Mariah Kovalchik always coming to my shows at my back. I have all these people at my back. And the people who aren't are the people who give opportunities. They don't think I can do it. They don't believe in Weaponized Alex Weir. They don't think that I'm their guy. But let me tell you something. I am more than that guy. I am more than just a rookie. I am one of the futures of pro wrestling today. Do you listen to me YouTube, Facebook, whatever you're watching this on. If you think that I can't, I can. If you think that I won't, I will. And if you think you can stop me, step down, get out of my way, or get your head kicked off, because that's the only 3 options you're ever gonna have. Everything I'm coming for is going to be mine. The BCWA Alliance title, the XICW Lightweight title, the Rising Star title, the WCW Cruiserweight title. Anything I want is coming home with Weaponized Alex Weir. Nothing stops the God of War when he has his sights set on his target. Nothing's gonna stop me from reaching Mount Olympus and looking down on the peasants who tried to stop Weaponized Alex Weir from achieving everything he deserves and has earned. Ask yourself, is it worth it to put me in the ring with people who can't keep up with me? Ask yourself, is it worth it to not give me the opportunities that I rightfully have earned and deserved? Ask yourself, is it worth it? Do I want to keep my head today, or do I want to feel that kill shot across my temple? Because that's what's coming to anybody and everyone who stands in the way of Weaponized Alex Weir. And that's not a promise! That's a death threat.
So I think on that note, have a good night. That was Rasslin Rage from the basement. Thanks to Weaponized Alex Weir.
Boom!
We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place. Have a good one.
We are the Death Threat Army. Vehicle City villain Aaron Orion. Black Diamond Jack Price.
The Wild Child Jody Threat.
And Weaponized Alex Weir. And you're watching Rasslin Rage live on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on YouTube.